We were super excited here at CBK to finally get a little bit of recognition from the coast. We've been working pretty hard for a year and getting really good results. My face holds up to even the most intense scrutiny, so I feel like I'm fine with the harsh lighting.
I don't have a bad angle.
It's not a concern.
We were very excited to find out that we got not only a place in Best of Halifax, we got second place Best of Halifax.
Thanks, Halifax, for making CBK Halifax's second best podcast.
Halifax's second
best
most favorite. CBK?
CBK. Thanks, Halifax, for making CBK Halifax's second best podcast. Yeah, this isn't working. This isn't working at all. It's the glare, primarily. I think it's the glare.
It's not murderous or anything. It's not like... I think we just get it really quickly. It'll be done. And then
I don't know. I feel like we'd be able to get something that more encapsulates CBK inside. Yeah, we're going to go inside. We'll go inside. Yeah, we're going inside.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're going inside. All right. Come in.
Yeah, we always do stuff in here. This is normally where we film our own stinger, so you will basically just have to set it up for you.
Yeah.
Because we're doing it all the time anyway.
Well, as long as we just get a couple of these and then we're on our way, I guess.
It'll take no time at all, and you'll have exactly what you need, and you'll be warm, and you'll be happy. And that's where we're putting chairs now?
Do you want me... Where do you want me to... I don't know.
We usually do it up against here.
Podcast.
All right, Halifax, if you're looking for the rock stars of podcasts,
It's us.
you found them.
You found the David Bowie and the Iggy Pop of podcasts.
Did you gesture to me or you when you did Bowie? The rewards come through the listens. We have about 5,000 listens across the board. Every episode is a hit.
He's being humble. We get exactly 5,000 listens and exactly 5,000 likes on everything we do.
Give me that podcast award.
Give me that podcast award.
I want the podcast award.
Oh!
Blah, 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 blah. That's bad podcasting. That's probably good enough.
Oh, yeah, that's probably good, I think.
He looks like he's going to pass out.
Oh, God.
How heavy is that?
It's heavy enough.
You could show them what's in the closet, all the cool gear that we've got.
Oh.
There's lots of cool gear in there.
Nah, that's more than enough to we already did. So.
Yeah, that's probably plenty. I think I'm just gonna probably head out.
There's lots of cool stuff in there.
No one wants this. That's just the tech side. No one. What schools we already did.
I don't know. There's lots of
This is the boring side of things. Like the tech stuff, no one cares about that.
just scratch the surface.
I don't have to worry about it.
Hey, guy.
What's up?
I don't have any money on me right now, but if you want to come back like next week, we've got a big show going on, and I'd love for you to film it. I'll pay you.
It depends on how much. I'm usually pretty busy on the weekends. And
Look, I'll pay you $100 in cash the moment you show up. $100 in cash. I don't have anything on me.
Do you have $100?
Yeah, I've got $100. Yeah, and I think this will get us some exposure. It's totally worth it.
pretty fair price, I guess. Yeah. You got my email and everything. We can hash out the details.
Yeah,
later.
absolutely. It'll be fun. There's so much that you can see. It's gonna be a big day for us.
All right, man. That sounds pretty
It's
cool.
gonna be a lot of just boring tech stuff too. So.
Okay.
This is good.
Yeah,
This is good.
Yes.
This is good.
Thanks again.
It was a pretty exciting day for us. We were making the most important podcast that we ever were hoping to make. It was going live. We were making something important, some history, if you will.
People are gonna show up. We're gonna do a live podcast stream. I'm not happy because up until this point, I hadn't quite been entirely honest. I had to build a bot as soon as I could. That's what I did.
You ever had the most exciting day of your entire life? Have you ever had the day that you knew was the greatest of your entire life? Like maybe a birth of a child or something like that. We've been experiencing that for a full calendar year at CBK. We've had an unprecedented 5,000 listens and 5,000 likes from day one. It's been like clockwork, and it's almost become mundane. It's so joyful to me. It starts with hospitality. It starts with making people as comfortable as you and me are right now, just conversing, talking to each other. It starts like with a simple nod and a friendship and a hello and making a quick connection. Some Eastern hospitality.
Exactly. That's why we're doing all the snacks in there. I'm setting up the green room. Halifax is a great place for podcasting, but we take it to the next level of professionalism where we have snacks set up. Not everyone would have that sort of stuff to make people as comfortable as possible, so it's kind of nice that we get to be that level of professionalism, and that's what gets us to number 2. I'm taking charge of your interview here, I'm sorry.
Yeah, why don't you head back into the kitchen, finish cutting up some...
I got a bunch of halves to make.
Yeah.
Colin's expecting a lot from this, so, it being our first live stream and everything, so I've got a lot banked on that as well, as we've never done it before, so putting together a charcuterie board isn't hard. It's hard to keep people professional, and this puts out the air of professionalism, so I think if that's on the table, then things will go smoothly. I hear they eat these in Texas? I don't know. Apparently in Texas they eat things in halves.
So, one of the things that we learned pretty fast in podcasting is that if you don't have a microphone, then you don't have anything at all. You've just got a group of people sitting in a room talking, and what's that? It's a waste of everyone's time.
A little something else doesn't hurt.
Yum.
That's right.
Uh,
What time is it?
It is 9:47. They should
Sweet.
absolutely be here by now, but
At least 50 people read the invite. At this point, we could have around 50 people.
could be 50 people here talking, conversing live right to that 5,000 people directly into their
That's just like a safe bet that we invited that many people, but it's weird that nobody's responded yet.
No one's responding, and I don't know why, because they're missing out on all that sweet exposure. 1 minute left. Might as well just send a message out saying we're not going to start this on time, because might as well not start it on time.
To be honest, I mean, if we started just like at 10 o'clock, that's going to make us look professional. There's no sense really waiting for everyone to show up.
It's like 10 right now. We're going to have to start the show right now if we wanted to.
It's like we promoted this for long enough. I think if it starts at 10 o'clock, it starts at 10 o'clock. Hello, it's 10 o'clock, and welcome to...
Whoa!
CBK.
Goodbye! Because we're still debating whether we started or not. We don't have a show. No one's here. We don't have a plan.
Now we started and stopped, and then we don't do this. I'm like, all right. We may have sounded like idiots, but CBK is back.
And we
because
still
you are our
idiots
first.
because we don't have a show to sell.
This is the way it goes. People show up. That's good. They do. They don't. Sorry about that. Third time starting is a charm.
And
CBK
third time
is here
ending's
with our...
even better. What is that noise? What is that insufferable noise coming from your tech closet?
It's you're messing with the computers. Look, we've made like 3 complete videos on the stream.
Okay, you're right. That looks stupid. I'm gonna start it. Colin Dunphy here. Finally,
It's
getting
getting
this
loud.
podcast on.
It's getting even louder. You just made it louder. We were going back and forth.
It started, stop it, started, stop it, started, stop it, started, stop it. I figure you can kind of get the gist.
I get it. We wait for people to show up. Like, if we can just take 2 seconds.
No way, Colin Dunphy. We got to get this show
And
going.
Kenzie Gunn, your host, saying we'll be right back. This is gonna be a bad thing if we push this any further for the live stream. Please, I'm saying it's a tech thing. It's a tech thing.
Well,
It's a tech thing.
Computers don't heal
It's a
themselves.
tech thing.
Last chance. Colin
tech
Dunphy.
thing.
Last time you'll hear me.
Hello, Kenzie. It's a tech thing. That's look.
We made 6 videos, but each of them have 5,000 listens and 5,000 likes already. How the hell did that happen?
We don't have 5,000 listens for every podcast already.
What?
Every live stream.
That was instantaneous. How is that even possible?
What
is this? What is this thing? What is that?
Bot! It's my bot!
Bot, are you kidding me? You made a bot?
It's my bot!
Bot, I'm gonna put it out of its misery.
Where did you get it, Gunn?
I'm gonna
Get it
put
done.
it out of its misery.
No.
Get out of the way.
This is how we got success!
I'm gonna finish it off. Of course I took out my gun and I chased it down. Of course I took out my gun and I tried to shoot it.
The bot was out of the bag. Things fell apart pretty much immediately. We didn't talk for like a week. it's you guys.
Yeah. How's it going? I haven't been hearing from you or talked to you in about a week or...
Yeah, it's been about a week
Yeah.
of us being officially on the rocks. We aren't responding to emails for a reason. We're just not looking to interview right now.
Right, but I thought maybe the way things went, and since I was here for the whole thing, maybe you'd want to sit and talk to me about it, and we could...
Yeah, now that it's turned into some weird documentary thing with stuff we never agreed upon, talking about, do you want to come by when everything's at its worst? There's really no reason for me to be here. And to be frank, I got better things to do, so you can show yourself out.
Boyo, I've had it up to here with technology. Get out of my face, get out of my home, you putz. Scram.
Anyway, since CBK's on the rocks and I don't really have much else to do, much else for commitments, my thing has been doing what I do best, which is build robots. And I'm back to building bots again. I got a girl with hair and wires. Yeah?
I got bad news, man.
What?
I got really bad news. David Bowie's dead.
Bowie's dead?
David Bowie's dead.
Yeah.
What? He just released his album.
Apparently in cancer.
When he said that Bowie had died, that's when things got a little more real.
Press.
Yeah. Shit. I don't know what he was gonna say.
David Bowie had died, and there's only really one thing that we knew how to do to handle our grief, and that's to record about it and make a podcast.
When something like that happens, you just gotta get together and find out the real reason you want to do stuff, which is dandiness.
Thanks, Halifax, for making CBK Halifax Halifax's second favorite podcast.